This is IGN. The Stranger Things documentary maker responds to the Duffers ChatGPT claims. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, IGN can exclusively reveal the new poster for Scream 7, which opens in theaters February 27, 2026. Kevin Williamson returns to the franchise he created to direct Scream 7. Williamson also co-wrote the screenplay with Guy Busick, from a story by James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick. When a new Ghostface killer emerges in the quiet town where Sidney Prescott, played by Neve Campbell, has built her new life, her darkest fears are realized as her daughter, played by Isabel May, becomes the next target according to the official plot synopsis. Determined to protect her family, Sidney must face the horrors of her past to put an end to the bloodshed once and for all. In addition to Neve Campbell and Isabel May, Scream 7 also stars Courtney Cox, Jasmine Savoy Brown, Mason Gooding, Anna Camp, Joel McHale, McKenna Grace, Michelle Randolph, Jimmy Tatro, Asa Gurman, Celeste O'Connor, Sam Reckner, Ethan Embry, Tim Simmons, and Mark Consuelos. And Disney Cory in the House, a 2008 tie-in game for Nintendo DS, looks set to be crowned the best game of all time on Metacritic in the near future, by user rating at least. The obscure adventure title already boasts a 9.3 user score average, enough to lift it higher than The Last of Us, Half-Life 2, Baldur's Gate 3, and Resident Evil 4. Across all 5,984 games tracked by Metacritic, the title now ranks in joint second, level with The Witcher 3. Only last year's beloved role-player Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which boasts a user score average of 9.6, stands above it. So what's going on? And is Disney Cory in the House really that good? In short, no. Disney Cory in the House is, of course, a very bad game, at least according to the 2 professional reviews tracked by Metacritic. One of these was written by IGN, which scored it as an awful 3 out of 10. For more on this story, visit us at IGN.com. The director of the Stranger Things documentary has cast doubt on the fan suggestion that the Duffer brothers might have used ChatGPT to write their scripts. Martina Radwan's Stranger Things documentary, One Last Adventure: The Making of Stranger Things 5, launched on Netflix this week, and fans have spent their time digging into every detail and pausing to take a closer look at each frame as they continue to process the divisive finale of the hit show. Social media is awash with shots of the documentary that show a laptop with what appears to be a ChatGPT tab alongside a Google Doc in which Matt and Ross Duffer are working on the finale script. This has now turned into an accusation that Matt and Ross Duffer used ChatGPT to write the script itself. Netflix and the Duffers have yet to comment on the ChatGPT question specifically. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Radwan cast doubt on the fan claims, insisting that at no point did she witness an unethical use of generative AI in the writer's room. I mean, are we even sure they had ChatGPT open? Radwan said when asked about the moment in the documentary. Well, there's a lot of chatter where social media users are like, we don't really know, but we're assuming. But to me, it's like, doesn't everybody have it open to just do quick research? How can you possibly write a storyline with 19 characters and use ChatGPT? I don't even understand. Again, first of all, nobody has actually proved that it was open. That's like having your iPhone next to your computer while you're writing a story. We just use these tools while multitasking. So there's a lot going on all the time, every time. What I find heartbreaking is everybody loves the show, and suddenly we need to pick it apart. Radwan was then asked directly if she witnessed an unethical use of generative AI in the writer's room. No, of course not, she replied. I witnessed creative exchanges. I witnessed conversation. People think writer's room means people are sitting there writing. No, it's a creative exchange. It's story development. And of course, you go places in your creative mind and then you come back to the script. I think being in the writer's room is such a privilege and such a gift to be able to witness that. The Stranger Things Season 5 finale, which left it up to the audience to decide whether Eleven was alive or dead, has proven so divisive that some fans have concocted stories about secret Snyder cuts and theories about a 9th episode that would have revealed the show's true ending. Both were proven to be fake. Still, a petition to release this supposed unseen footage gained nearly 400,000 signatures, despite being debunked by the cast. Some fans are even using generative AI to make alternative Stranger Things endings. Ultimately, Stranger Things really is done and dusted, and don't expect a follow-up either. The Duffers have ruled out a Stranger Things sequel that would check in on the characters years later, saying it would be a, quote, gross cash grab. But not all is lost for Stranger Things fans. Netflix has 2 announced Stranger Things spin-offs in development, the first of which is Stranger Things Tales from 85, a new animated series due out this year. This is set in the same universe between seasons 2 and 3 and follows the original characters as they, quote, fight new monsters and unravel a paranormal mystery terrorizing their town. The second spin-off is an unnamed live-action series. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcasts through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.